natural, healthy, resistant, economical and light Çavuşoğlu Bims. Pumice is formed in the result of volcanic events and is one of the oldest, natural and volcanic construction material that human being uses because of its cavernous structure, lightness, high insulation effects, durability against weather conditions, and high pozzolanic activity. It is known that the pumice was widely used in amphitheaters, temples, aqueducts, baths, cellars, and housing constructions. It is identified that volcanic, light pumice was used as a filling material in the construction of Hagia Sophia's dome. These constructions have survived in spite of changing atmospheric conditions up to this time. Pumice is known as ponza in Italian, Bims in German, sünger taşı or hışır in Turkish language. Pumice is a natural material which contains high rates of pores not connected to one another in compliance with heat and sound insulation. The big progress seen in recent years in construction industry set the ground for the technically superior construction materials to be applied. Mining is of vital importance for the development of countries in terms of characteristics of providing a high added value, bringing foreign currency, preventing unemployment with a wide employment opportunity, carrying richness to the area it is located. In this respect, our company, which began its business life with the name of Çavuşoğlu in 1967, continued its activities in the fields of automotive and petroleum products. In addition to this, with the business of the first pumice mines in Nevşehir in 1970, it broke new grounds in the introduction and use of pumice mine in textile, chemistry, and construction industry. Established in the beginnings of 2000s, Pumice Block Factory continued its services, increasing its contribution to the economy and employment of the country and the region. Because the pumice has a low unit volume weight, high temperature and sound insulation, air conditioning feature, holding plaster easily, perfect acoustic and flexible feature against earthquake, high durability against fire, and more economical compared to its alternatives in construction materials, pumice block products found a wide area of use in construction industry according to the conditions in our country. The biggest pumice reserves in this field are located in Bitlis, Van, Kayseri, Ağrı, and Nevşehir provinces. 80% of the pumice produced in our country is consumed as light construction element and insulation material. The use of pumice as alternative construction material, especially as pumice block, light concrete production and cement filling material are spreading gradually. It is at the same time has begun to be used as insulation and landscaping material. Our company, which is the first thing coming to the mind about producing pumice, gives service in a closed area of 4,900 square meters and an open area of 76,000 square meters with the latest technology, adding the new one to its stable and honest works. Our company, Çavuşoğlu Bims production facilities, whose daily production volume is 245,000 with entire computer inspection, and which produces wall block made out of pumice, filler block, and auxiliary productions with logistics support network, continues its business in Nevşehir. Çavuşoğlu Bims follows the changes in the sector simultaneously with the Turkish Standards Institute and CE certified quality management system, and makes evaluations with marketing sales network logistics power and research and development studies according to the market conditions. Besides, our company has succeeded taking the place among the leader companies in our country with its facilities, constantly increasing production capacity. At the same time, it has added pumice selection facility to its body and put refined and calibrated pumice productions into service of construction industry and other sectors. Pumice blocks are construction materials based on resistance, heat and sound insulation used in wall constructions. In these blocks, an outer multi-layered wall can be generally constructed by organizing an air layer in the wall if necessary. Çavuşoğlu Bims blocks are resistant to fire because of the silicate in its structure. It is washed, calibrated, and produced out of natural aggregate. It has the characteristic of preventing moisture, mold, perspiration, and fungus. Besides, it provides heat and sound insulation by means of its natural pores. it decreases the weight of the building because of its light structure. It prevents rapid cooling and excessive heating in buildings. It doesn't require private labor, and labor cost is low. In addition to this, it is ideal for any kind of plumbing and surfacing. It has a high resistance to organic compounds. Its view and colors are in compliance with the environment. It doesn't form wet shrinkage crack. Air-conditioned pumice block systems are construction compounds which have the air conditioning and which decrease cost with construction works in wall application and do not require additional layers. It is easy to be placed with low energy production. The burdens of construction decrease in a considerable amount with use of pumice, so construction materials can be produced in small sizes. It is economical and holds the plaster very well with its cavernous form. Since the pumice block productions are produced out of natural materials, they are environment friendly. Radiation permeable coefficient of the pumice is considerably low as a construction material. Therefore, it is like a natural radiation shield with the pumice block used in constructions. When the numbers consumed for the energy in our country every year are considered, the use of pumice block productions in meeting the residence deficit has a high importance in terms of its perfect insulation values. In Çavuşoğlu Bims production facilities, where contemporary production materials, which are in compliance with today's conditions and construction industry, economic, healthy, easy to acquire and use, and aesthetic, all the productions are tested by quality control systems with all the details from raw material to wall form. Besides, they can be observed retrospectively. By this means, all the productions are the same of one another in terms of weight, durability, size, configuration, and even the color. The most important characteristics of pumice blocks in our company are keeping the temperature of closed areas in demanded levels, providing energy saving in heating and cooling proceedings against weather conditions, solving environmental problems, decreasing air pollution, and especially providing heat insulation. Our company shall always progress activities as a whole, with the other corporations advancing its studies in the industry with the slogan "Expert in quality, principled implies" in the next years. Thus, it shall continue to grow with making no compromises of its principles and contribute more to the economy of the country and employment. Our target is to carry out the conditions of quality management system established with a complete unity with the step working in pumice block production, enhance and develop the efficiency of the system constantly, to meet the demands and maximize the customer satisfaction by following the constant changing market and customer conditions with the production and sales strategy we established based on innovation and customer satisfaction with technology, form a working system which appreciates its staff and displays a high performance, carry out the duty and social responsibility with a high organization, take place in other important targets of ours. Expert in quality, principled in price. Çavuşoğlu Bims.